Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Friday. Friday is the day we hand the reins over to the BonBon buddies over on Patreon and say vote us in a map, and they've gone with this one. It was originally requested by Battlehawk over on Discord, and the link to that will be on the screen in a few moments, and of course is in the description of the video. Now, Battlehawk says this is the map that Conflict Nerd is using for their current city build. Now, I had a quick glance, I'm not sure that it is, but we're still going to review it anyway, because it has one or two very interesting little features tucked in here as well. It's not necessarily the most exciting map we'll ever see, consider also that it's
my first map.
So we're going to be kind in the comments, aren't we? Aren't we? Yeah. We're also going to be clicking the like button because it really helps the channel and gets me seen by more people. Thank you very much for your support. Today's map is a Snowfall Mountain Inlet by Major Ballshack. Yeah. Gotta be very careful how I go about with my pronunciation today. Let's have a little look at the start square. Very hard, of course, to see the border of it, but definitely has a river running through it. And then let's have a look at the terrain heights. Lots of flat buildable space with some interesting mountains for backdrop. And then the resources, little patches here, little patches there. Very, very vanilla base game, I would say. That's all fine though, it was okay. And then if you have Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, it looks like this. Okay, right, off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, it won't surprise you to hear this is a Snowfall map. You will need Snowfall for this one, otherwise it'd be broke. Then you will be using the Vochterton Frost winter theme. You'll be requiring the pine tree, and we'll also be using the LUT for Snowfall, the vanilla LUT that comes with the game. Recommendation for the 81 tile mod is there, and Daylight Classic. Of course, I use the older version of Daylight Classic, which is why I don't have it ticked. Okay, let's have a little look and see what we got. And I would say we've got some very interesting, strong mountains on this map, because I'm going to try and find credible things to say. It is a first map, it's not the strongest first map, but there are credible things in the map, which we're going to talk up. Now here we have a little loop around this mountain before we get onto the main part of the map. The highway loops all the way around. I toyed with going that all the way around, decided against it. We have a few different, a few plopped wishbone intersections to get you started in a couple of locations around this particular part of the map. This bridge here, we go elevated really early, which is causing some deformation of the terrain. A little bit early there and a little bit after. Doesn't really need to be elevated quite that much, but you know, it's not the worst. We've seen way worse than that, so credit for that. Heading down towards the big old bridge. Yes, we have a big old bridge on this one. Again, not the biggest big old bridge, but frankly, some of those big old bridges are just a little bit too silly for my liking. But hey, it's something to talk about, and this is as much an entertainment show as it is an information show. So hopefully you'll be entertained and informed as we go along. Another plopped wishbone intersection. We're not even going to look at these. We've seen them a million times, and yeah, there's plenty to be said about how they can be improved actually in the map editor. What we got going on here? Well, the big old bridge. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Comes down to ground really smoothly as well, so credit there. No steep downhill chunks as we come off the bridge. I'm okay. It's all good. Okay, now we're heading. Look at the mountains. Credit for the mountains. Now, also credit to Hadis, who is definitely the queen of the winter themes. She definitely knows how to. I mean, let's face it. If you're going to do a winter theme map, your options are the original vanilla theme or go for Vochterton Frost. Any of the others, I mean, there are some that are okay. There are some that work as a winter, but this is the winter theme. So credit to her. Do go and check out her workshop as well, because she's definitely worth looking at. Okay, now heading in now towards the start square. It's got, you can see we have undulation on the map. We have seen there's plenty of flat build space, but there's also plenty of undulation away from those buildable areas. And also notice a rail over road. If you have a look here, it's perfectly flat. Yeah, we'll be having some fun with undulation and the railways in a few moments' time. Coming around, I just love the textures. The textures on the rocks. It's absolutely stunning. She's just cracked it, I tell you. Anyway, start square intersection right here. Again, a plopped wishbone. There's not too much to say apart from it could be reworked, but it's fine. It does the job, and that's the job of an intersection, to do the job. We have the dead end down here at the start square. So if we pull back, we'll have a little look. See if you can spot today's assets of the day. Can you see them? They are there. And it's in this little clearing down here. It's a fertile clearing down here. You can see a slight hint of green to the snow. It's the Autumn Alder tree set. And these by Greyflame. Now, Greyflame's produced a lot of great trees lately. These are an amazing set of trees. All the different heights and sizes that you're going to want. There's also a regular tree set as well. Not in the autumn colours if you want a greener feel. But given that we are in Snowfall, I figured sort of like a slightly autumnal autumnal feel would be a little bit better. Factoids, because factoids. The Spanish Inquisition once condemned the entirety of the Netherlands to death for heresy. How did that go then, Spain? Don't hold it against them. Yeah, it's probably because the Spanish couldn't understand the Dutch. I mean, let's face it, no one can understand the Dutch. So, well, maybe the Germans. Anyway, Autumn Alder tree set by a Greyflame. Today's assets of the day. I'm sorry, Netherlands. I take it back. I take it all back. Fine. I don't actually have any knowledge on this, so I don't know. I'm warbling now. Oh, nice bridge. I like this bridge. That's a pretty solid bridge. Yeah, it could be done again with a little bit more finesse, but that is a solid bridge. Happy with that. Yes, I don't know the background, but I find that the Dutch sound very much like the South Afrikaans, and if anybody can let me know in the comments how, I mean, I could Google it. It's one of those things that just occurred to me. Or it's occurred to me a few times and just reoccurred to me. And yeah, they just sound very similar to me. Mind you, oh, hang on. Going down to three lanes to 2 lanes for the bridge. And then from 2 lanes back up to 3 lanes after the bridge there. Interesting. I'm not sold on it, but it's definitely interesting. Also, we're at the end of the highway here, so we'll nip across to that rail on the right hand side and come back down the way we came, and you'll spot the undulation changes as well. Yeah, I was talking about accents. Another one that I came across. I was just watching some random videos on YouTube. I don't even know where I was going with this one, and it was the oddest thing. So I'm comparing the Dutch with South Afrikaans, which there may well be a reason for that, and then again you will let me know. But another one that I discovered was Portuguese has a little bit of a hint of Chinese. Now I mean, I know we have trade routes going back in the silk roads and whatever. Oh yeah, bridge here, a bit too elevated. It doesn't need to be elevated at all, because we're already well elevated over the water there. And oh, left or right? Oh, there's a train on the left. Let's have a little look-see at the train. A train's going up quite a steep hill here. There it goes, up the steep hill, and we'll follow it. We'll follow this route. But yes, I just noticed a few that sounds. It's not obviously not the structure of the language, but the oh, hello, meeting of the trains. That's a rarity for the show anyway. Yeah, sounds, just the way that the sounds are formed in some ways sound very similar. Sound very, to me, and maybe it might have been like the couple of videos that I watched with the translation on, because I didn't have a clue what was going on. But yes, just sounded a little bit Chinese, but that's just by the by. Nothing to do with this map at all. Not really too much to talk about with the rail, apart from suspension of disbelief, I think, are the words for the rail route going up and into the mountains. It's going to be slippery or icy tracks. Anyway, intermission time.
Have you ever wanted to create a snow scene in your summer city, but you're not interested in buying the Snowfall DLC? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Snow Without DLC by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
And back to Snowfall Mountain Inlets by Major Ballshack. Now, what we have is a shipping route that is going to cross another shipping route. I don't think they interact. So what you'll have is shipping that will cross over each other here. And they won't actually have any right angle turnings, or slightly sharper than right angle turnings. That said, they will cross through each other, and it's a little bit ugly. We do have a very good route going through the middle of the pillars there, so credit to the map creator for managing to do that. Many a better creator has done worse, actually. Water flow, we've got a dam and a sluice gate there with water coming through the bottom, which is a good thing. We've seen maps recently which haven't. And water flow heading down through the river. This is the river that's going to go through your start area. And as you can see, there's just about enough flow for a small to medium-sized town until you can buy down to a larger amount of water to draw and pump from. Or, of course, you can use custom assets, always. Okay, what we got today is a Snowfall map. It's rugged. Very, very rugged. I think we'll start at the coast and then move in again, as we are over here anyway. Now, this is one of the best uses of the Essential Lighthouse I've seen in a long while. Because, well, it's been plopped ordinarily right there. That's fine. And a little footpath leading up to it. In green. Ah, isn't she lovely? Look at the rocks. If you don't need an Essential Lighthouse for them, I don't know where you need an Essential Lighthouse. That makes plenty of sense to me. Not so sure about the entire harbour wharf. Yeah, we don't need that all the way around the island, but we've got it. Now, if you've got a tsunami and natural disasters, this is going to help save your city. We've got the double wall of the canals and the sea wall in between, and even a separate canal over there as well. Now, the sea wall plopped on the top in between the two canals could be better aligned. It's not a bad effort. It is fiddly. It is definitely fiddly. But as you see here, it's just slightly wonky. And if I just fix one little area here, it's one of these things that if you take the time to fix, it will look a lot better. I'm going to grab that, find a node. There, I've got the node, thank you. Move that in there. Then just those two nodes, that's all we're going to fix. And have a look here. Just that one little section there is a lot cleaner already. It would take some time to do the entire section, but of course, some map builder, that is just part of it, isn't it? Investing. Look at the mountains. The mountains are definitely the stars. Yes, a great theme helps to make the mountains pop, but the mountains are strong and of a good design anyway. And I'd be very happy with these on any particular map. The rivers are okay. They're a little bit gouged, but they definitely work. And again, the theme makes them look quite good as well. But I'm not really buying these as a natural water formation. In some places it looks like it might be, in other places not really. And the bridges aren't the most exciting, to be fair, at all. We have the sluice gate there with the water coming off via the canal and merging into the river. You can't really see it because of the snow, but it does. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Now I've got to try and find myself a really good thumbnail here. So I'm going to, where shall we go? How about, shall we look from the coast or down the river? Or maybe get a mountain in the foreground? I might try that. How about a mountain or something in the foreground? Anyway, while I do that, if you're still here, which you should be, your chance to vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewers' Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Click the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen. It'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. What do I think of the map? Well, aesthetically, it's okay. It's okay. I don't hate it at all, but I think there are far nicer Snowfall maps out there on the workshop that you can grab in terms of aesthetics. It's still okay. It's not ugly. I'm going to give it a lowish 3. Pass mark. Detailing. On the whole, it's okay. There's nothing really wrong with it. There's a few things that I don't like, but it's not bad detailing. It's just not great detailing. It's going down the middle. It's getting 3 stars. That's for detail. Gameplay potential. Do you know what? It is a 3-star map, but it has got that natural disasters seawall in there, which if you've got natural disasters is going to save you from a tsunami. I think it's a very nice touch. I think I'm going to give credit for it. I'm going to go very low 4 stars because of that little added feature. Just because I don't think we've seen it. Well, we haven't seen it before on the show. Snowfall Mountain Inlet by Major Ballshack. Snowfall map. Nothing wrong with it. You might like it. You might like it. If you do like it, let me know in the comments. I am always interested to hear where we disagree. It's not one for me, but it might be one for you. So everybody's different. Everybody. Some more different than others. If you're still here, you're in the 20 and out elite. Use the words of the day into the comments. Part of our secret society, so everybody will know who's in the secret society that you two made it to the very end. And I'll see you tomorrow for another map in the What's Map series. Thanks for watching.